Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I am popping in with a special video because I wasn't gonna do this, and then I started seeing all the videos and stuff from Coachella Weekend 1 and just decided I'm going to do a full recap because I know so many people, me included, want to be there. I wanna be on a brand trip, I wanna be in one of those houses, I wanna be seeing Lady Gaga and Charli XCX and all of my favorite artists in the desert, but I can't be. So, to make us all feel better, I just decided to come on here and recap everything that happened in weekend 1. So, let's start, I guess, in chronological order with day 1. I can't talk about anything from day 1 before I talk about Gaga-Chella, because Lady Gaga gave us one of, if not the best Coachella performance of all time. Everything was so good. Now we need to bow down to her fiance Michael and her choreographer Paris. Those two together are like a force to be reckoned with, and it just brought something out of Gaga in this performance that I haven't seen in so long, and I've been a little monster forever. My paws have been up for so many years, but she just felt and performed such an inspired set. There was so much symbolism, there were so many callbacks to early Gaga. I mean, the paparazzi crutches and that outfit that she wore in the music video she brought back. She literally performed Poker Face as a dance battle on a chessboard where she's battling her old self as her new self, wearing that same costume from her older music videos. For Bad Romance, at the end, she literally has the blood coming down in her costume like it was an ode to her 2009 VMAs performance. The skeleton that she had to perform Zombie Boy and a couple other songs, she also performed next to skeletons in Disease, but that was reminiscent of a photo shoot that she did in 2009. So many little nods, so good. I knew when she opened up with Bloody Mary on top of that huge thing. And then went into Abracadabra, which then transitioned into Judas. She hasn't performed Judas in 10 years. So to do it at Coachella, I was mind blown. And then Shibe. I always pronounce it wrong. I'm so sorry, I don't care, but that performance needs to be memorialized forever because that new choreo was amazing. But starting out with those four, oh my God. I was watching from home, levitating. But to then have it broken down into 5 separate acts that are displayed on the screen, she had 6 or 7 outfit changes. And the most important part out of all of this is she looked like she was having so much fun. I honestly was just so gagged. The creative direction, the artistic direction, everything was there. The vocals, the mic was on the whole time. That headset mic, you could hear Gaga breathing, gasping for air after a long dance break. Not in a bad way, just we know that mic is on because of how she's breathing. I'm never gonna get over that performance, I'm so sorry. Next, I wanna talk about Benson Boone having a huge moment with Bohemian Rhapsody. He charmed me. I'm so sorry, I never got the Benson Boone hype until I watched this performance. There was something so cool about it. He brought out Brian May, who was Queen's guitarist, and I think that was a perfect ode to Freddie Mercury. He even had the cape on at the beginning of the performance, which was an ode to an old Freddie look, and of course Benson loves a jumpsuit. It's not new for him, but I don't know, I just thought it was great. And his vocals were honestly insane. I knew he could sing. That is not my problem with him. I always knew he could sing. But there was just something, for me, missing in his performances, but it all kind of clicked in my head once I saw that Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, that's good, and I think this is going to be super good for his career because there are a lot of people like me who were kind of on the fence about him, but I think that is going to change a lot of minds. And with the performances, I also want to talk about Marina because she had one really significant moment when she screamed, "Welcome to the life of Electra Heart," singing Bubblegum Bitch. Which she normally never sings that part, and to me it feels like she has healed past this Electra Heart block. She didn't want to go back, she wanted to move forward in her artistry, but I think she realized with this new Princess of Power era that she really needed to kind of not shy away from the old Marina because all of them are great, but I think this was a healing performance for her to scream it. Also, she performed 3 of the singles off of her newest record, or the one that's coming out in June, Princess of Power, Contissimo, Butterfly, and Cupid's Girl. All of them sounded amazing. Contissimo is one to watch out for. I'm being so serious. I think that is an amazing, amazing song. I mean, Tyla knocked it out of the park. She brought out Becky G. She just knows how to give a performance. Like, I'm just obsessed with her. Another performer from day one that I really want to talk about is Raven Lene. She has been having such a huge moment on TikTok right now, and she actually had her Coachella debut on day one. Her outfit, first of all, was absolutely amazing. I loved it, but she is one to watch. I think that she could have a major moment in 2025. She just has that it factor, I think, to become a huge superstar. Next, I want to talk about some of the influencer outfits. This is going to be a theme throughout this video. I'm going to talk about a few of my favorites from each day, or a few controversial ones that I want your opinion on. Big trend alert from Coachella: belts. Big chunky belts, small skinny belts, like, and everything in between. We are seeing so many belts on all of these people that are attending the festival. I don't love it or hate it. Some people online are saying that it's a recession indicator because the last time big chunky belts were fashionable was in like 2008. I can neither confirm or deny that. I just think that it fits for this year's Coachella. Another thing that I realized is people went a lot more minimal. It got to a point where Coachella was getting bigger and bigger and bigger with the outfits and the glam every year. And I think this year, everyone's like, okay, we're gonna tone it down a little and just do more boho. But with that being said, the first one being James Charles. No assless chaps here for day one. It's like kind of basic. It is like that wet t-shirt look that is really popular right now, but the jeans, like, they could give more. I will say, I think the makeup look is cool with the pearls. I know people do not like it. They think that it looks like the gas that burned Katniss and Peeta in the Hunger Games. But I thought it was cool. I don't know. My favorite outfits from day one were Alex Earl. I loved the way that this looked on her. I loved the way that she accessorized it. Tara Yummy, she never misses for me. She's my queen of Coachella, honestly. I think she looked stunning because that top with the hood, the fur, I loved it. Zoe Fish is another one that knocks it out of the park every time. I loved this outfit. I thought the jacket was super cool. I thought the way that she accessorized it was super cool. Charli D'Amelio's outfit was also great. She's another one that can be pretty fashionable when she wants to be, and I thought that this look was great for her. If you have any other day one looks that you thought were amazing, please drop them down below. Okay, moving on to day two, we had Charli XCX's Bratchella. And before I go any farther, I just need to commend Charli for getting on stage literally by herself, no backup dancers, just visuals, her with her mic, and just slaying. Like, she had the crowd in the palm of her hands. Like, I know we talk about how bad the Coachella crowds are all the time, but the fact that, like, literally everyone there was singing every song, gagging over everything Charli was doing, like, that is a true performer, and I was obsessed with it. Of course, she brought out Billy to sing the guest remix, Lorde to sing the Girl So Confusing remix, and then Troye Sivan to sing the Talk Talk remix. Those were the three big surprises she had, and then she kept the tradition of doing the Apple dance with the Apple girl that the cameraman finds in the crowd. For the Coachella performance, it was Alex Consani, Quen Blackwell, and Gabriette. But Timothée Chalamet was literally right there, like right behind them. So he was in the camera shot as well, which was everything. Another thing I need to talk about is Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner not being able to keep their paws off of each other that entire time. Like, they were literally making out throughout Charli's set in front of everyone in the crowd. It was so funny, and I know Club Chalamet is about to have a crazy crash out over this as soon as she sees these videos. But in terms of the set list, she kept it pretty much the same as the Brat/Charli portion of the Sweat Tour, and I actually liked it. I think that that was perfect, and I know people were upset that she had a sunset time. She was not a headliner, but I think her at sunset was perfect. The sun was setting behind the stage. It was gorgeous. Charli did wear a sash at the after party where her fiance George DJ'd, saying should have been a headliner, but I mean, I don't know. Like, should she have been? Probably. But that sunset time was perfect for her as well, and she did an amazing job. She ended her set by teasing her new film, The Moment, with this amazing, just like, self-reflective moment on Brat, being like, is the moment over? Is it not? But then I remembered I'm Charli XCX, and like, Brat's always gonna be there. Please don't let it die. I loved it, honestly. Like, 10s across the board for Charli XCX. The next thing we need to talk about, Clairo having Bernie Sanders come on stage and introduce her before she walked on for her set. I am a huge Clairo fan. This is no Clairo shade. Trust and believe that. But Bernie came out to say this before Clairo stepped on. This country faces some very difficult challenges, and the future of what happens to America is dependent on your generation. We need to stand up to fight for justice, to fight for economic justice, social justice, and racial justice. I thought it was a great message, and Clairo killed it. She's amazing. I love her performing in headphones. She does it all. That's like her shtick, but like, it will never get old. And she played bags while she played the guitar, and that would be enough for me, honestly. Then we have another stunt that was pulled, and that was Ava Max chopping her hair off on stage to get back to her debut album haircut, which was like half bob, half 40-inch extensions in. I don't know. I like Ava Max. I just wish that she gave us more. Like, I need her to get out of that sample library and just start making original music, and that is shade. I'm so sorry. And I think that she's finally kind of heard those criticisms, and this album coming up is going to be original music, no samples. I'm interested to see it. Am I hopeful? I don't know. But I do think that she has catchy songs. Then we have Green Day coming on, singing American Idiot to start and saying that they are not part of the MAGA agenda. I would say that was one of the memorable parts of Green Day's set. They did a great job. I think Coachella tries to appeal to all generations, which of course, having Charli XCX then followed by Green Day, two different audiences, and that's totally fine. But I think that it's gotten to the point where a band like that could be the Sunday headliner, not the Saturday headliner. I don't know. I think there's definitely an argument that could be made that Green Day either could have gone before Charli or just headlined on Sunday. But was Green Day's performance super memorable? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion from what I've seen. Then we have some of our best dressed. Miss Alicia Marie came out and slayed day 2 in vintage Jean Paul Gaultier. This was perfect. The dress, the styling, the hair, nails, shoes, everything. Amazing. Then we have Zoe Fish. She's literally channeling Vanessa Hudgens in this outfit. She tagged her in her Instagram caption, and this may be one of my favorite looks on the weekend, I'm not lying. Unfortunately, my next one is a miss, and that is for Miss Emma Chamberlain. She is someone who I have just loved for so many years. I think that she is a trendsetter. I think that she's an icon and a legend, and normally I can get behind what she's doing because I'm like, she's ahead of the curve. But with this, I know capris are coming back and I get it, but something about that belt on the midsection is really throwing me off and I just don't love it. Then we have Madeline White. I actually forgot to include her on my day 1, but her day 1 and day 2 outfits were stunning. Like, I was obsessed with these. They were amazing and I need more of it. Then we have Tara Yummy, my queen of Coachella. Loved her day 2 outfit. Alex Earl, she was giving me Christina Aguilera with her dark makeup, her front braids in her hair, and the outfit that she was wearing. Again, this still stands. A lot of people are going more minimal this year, and I think that it fits. I think it works. I like it because long gone are the days of like crazy extravagant Coachella outfits, in my opinion. Another outfit I loved was Evelyn Ortiz's. This was great. This purple was perfect. I love the hood. See, the hood shirt is like a little trend this year. Not a ton of people are doing it, but I've seen a few. I like it and I think it should stay. But definitely let me know what your thoughts are on these day 2 outfits. Okay, and now finally we are moving on to day 3, and Addison Rae made her Coachella debut. This is major because not only did she sound amazing singing Arca Marine, the Arca remix of Aquamarine, her song, but she announced the date that she will be releasing her debut album, which is June 6th. The way that she did this was everything. Like, come on. She's wearing this sheer dress. She has it underneath and she's dancing and you can see it. People went crazy for this. The crowd was so loud and Addison's mic was on. Like, she sounded amazing. Truly, we all cheered because it is going to be a Lord Marina and Addison Rae summer and I cannot wait.
Lord Summer 2025.
Megan Thee Stallion also performed. She was on the main stage and did a stellar performance. She was so funny and petty. She had dancers dressed as Bigfoot in the back, of course, as a dig at Nicki Minaj, because her song Bigfoot was a diss track that really sent Nicki into a spiral. And to continue this kind of rap beef through a Coachella performance where you have your dancers dressed up as Bigfoot, in my opinion, is funny. Sorry. But she also had some special guests come out. She had Victoria Monet come out to sing Spin and On My Mama. She then had Queen Latifah come out. Queen Latifah like rarely performs anymore, but they sung Unity, and then Ciara came out to sing a Goodies mashup. Iconic. Like, I loved it. Also, Megan called out Renee Rapp, who is her friend who was in the crowd. But unfortunately, her set did come to an abrupt end because they're very strict with the timing of everything because of the noise ordinance in Palm Springs on Sundays. So Megan's costume changes ran a little bit long, so her set had to be cut off early. She was on the stage dancing. They kind of like cut her music and they all just kind of had to walk off, which sucks because it's Coachella. Like, you want to do a great job, you want to perform to the best of your ability, and you don't want to get your set cut short. But that's what happened to Megan, and she was giving a stellar performance, so I'm sad that happened to her. Jennie also had one of the biggest sets of the day. She had a crazy crowd, and I forgot to mention Lisa on day one. She also had a great crowd. They both were at the Sahara tent. Stunning. They both gave amazing performances. Finally, we have our headliner, Post Malone, who did a very country-fied set. Even some of his biggest hits, he like really put a country spin on because of the country album he released. And I don't know, this personally isn't for me. I love Post Malone. I think he has an amazing voice. I saw him last year. He is a great performer. He really connects with the crowd, but I just don't like country music. So to countryfy his biggest hits, I think was definitely a choice, but people really enjoyed it. He gave a great performance. Was it super noteworthy? No. Like, there wasn't any goops, gags, stunts. Like, it was just him singing, which is to be expected. He sounded great and he did a fun little set. There were rumors of a Taylor Swift appearance. People were spreading the rumor that she was gonna come out and sing Fortnite. I did not really believe that because if Taylor was at Coachella by this point, we would have already known. But people were still going into day 3 holding on to that, and unfortunately she did not. Then we have the day 3 outfits. These ones are the most confusing to me because people just are so over the weekend. The festival goers are like, I'm done with this, I'm tired, my feet hurt, I wanna wear something comfortable, and either they do something really atrocious or they do something kind of campy. And we really have all of them here. Alex Earl went the camp route. I'm sorry people hated this look. I thought it was so New Jersey. I thought it was so Alex. The furry boots, the leopard print, the pink shorts, the belt. I like loved this. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna get hate for that. I don't care. Then we have Madeline White. She had a stunning look on day 3. This was probably my favorite look of hers from the whole festival, which is saying something because she slayed every single day. Even Zoe Fish, who did a comfy Sunday outfit, looked great. Same thing with Tara Yummy. It was a little bit toned down, a little less glam, but I still really liked it. There really weren't like a ton of noteworthy outfits from this day. I'm so sorry. Unless you have some other ones that you want to drop in the comments for me to react to, I could do a part 2 to this video and get it up pretty quick. Just in general, Coachella at a glance weekend 1. I was gagged. I think my favorite performance was Gaga, and that was the overarching unanimous favorite from, I think, every publication. It was ranked a 5 out of 5, 100%, a 10 out of 10 from everyone who ranked it, and I think that is so well deserved. She absolutely killed it. I cannot wait to see what she does weekend 2. If she does anything special, brings out any special guests, I don't know. I'm just excited to see how she continues on this journey of mayhem. It kind of really did seem like a drama-free weekend 1. I mean, last year we were reeling the Monday after Coachella from Frank Ocean's mysterious performance. Everyone was like really scratching their heads because they were so confused as to what he was doing on that stage, and like it left a bad taste in a lot of festival goers' mouths. It was just not good. Like, it was bad PR for Coachella in general, and people were talking about that the entire week because then he pulled out for weekend 2. So with all of that being said, it seemed like weekend 1 was pretty calm and pretty tame compared to that. Great performances, great outfits. Let me know your favorite set of the weekend. Let me know your best dressed. I want to give my best dress awards, and this is for like all 3 days. Zoe Fish, Madeline White, Tara Yummy. I think those are my top 3. But let me know if you have any different opinions. I'm sure you will, and have a great week. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel a lot, and I love making videos like this, so definitely stay tuned for what is to come.